Have some chicken. Cool.
Hello everybody and welcome to Vanguard Tales this week. I'm your host and DM David and I'm joined by my I am joined by my friends Sam, Martin and welcoming back David this week.
Like a little baby.
So, I believe Martin is going to be doing our recap.
Yes, so...
Make it so.
Last week, as I missed the week before, I then joined the party by hammering on Feora's door. She opened it. It was I. And I'd run through the night to get there, and I told them the news. We got everyone together, we got Oros together, and we went to get Callisto, but he was not in his room. There was a note from Jabin saying, I have taken your friend, you can come and meet me.
How
you
convenient.
Know where.
You not to do a French accent?
No. I then told...
French.
No, that's why I was confused.
I then told, obviously, Feora and Oros about the Sunset Mountains temple that was not attacked by the Zenitarians. It was actually attacked by the Shadow Alliance, pretending to be them. And so that was from the monk that was survived but then died. He also gave me a starburst amulet with the sigil of the monastery on it also. We then got directions to the temple, so we headed north, deep into the forest, and in that forest was, we met a big cat with tentacles. We very nearly started a fight, but it grew attached to Feora. It then wanted us to follow it, and it took us to the druid of the forest, who was called Arlen, who gave us an autograph. He said he was famous. We don't know why. He then...
We do.
Yes. But he then gave us a wand of magic missiles, which they went to Oros.
Yes.
We then got the directions to the temple, which we went and found. It had the starburst sigil on the side of the temple, which is why we knew it was that temple. We then battered our way in through many bad dice, battled many creatures, found some quite nice loot, and then we met a big spider with a drow on top, or part
the
drow,
Drider,
part
yeah.
Drider, who ended up, we found out, to be Jabin's brother.
Yes.
From a note there, and that is where we ended.
Yes, you just finished vanquishing the Drider, and you'd looted it and gained a couple of things. Which I think Oros took some bracers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And somebody else got something, I think.
I
Can't remember.
Oh, I got some Kogoth fangs.
Nice.
That was quite cool.
I thought somebody
I
took his sword, or was that Oros as well?
I think that was from one of the...
Oh no, I took a long sword.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah,
I knew somebody had
yeah.
taken his sword.
Yeah, but we don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is, yeah. Okay. So, after the defeat of the Drider, you are left in a large chamber. There is only really a single exit that you haven't been to in the corner of the room.
Oh, is that a set of levers?
Yep. Love them levers. And yeah.
Okay. So we can see a throne.
Yes, you can see a throne with some ornamental pillars to the side.
Which I turned on.
Can I search the throne just in case there's anything there? Any books?
Sure, have a
anything
quick
like
look.
that?
Roll an investigation check. First roll of the day.
That'll be a 4.
A 4. So you have a
to go on the base.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about turning the lights on for the moment. Just to know you had issues with the last one going.
It's just the green ones that were the trouble. And then what's
you spend a few minutes having a look through there.
What's the big thing to our
on the right?
So should we say
this
north?
thing?
Yeah.
So on this wall, there is a wall with a sort of a cutting out of a large humanoid shape, but it's empty. You're not too sure where whatever was in there has gone, but
okay. Are there any switches or anything amongst this shape?
roll investigation.
It's 6.
It's going to be one of those nights.
We're leaving it all for the attack.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so you have a look through there, and you don't find anything, and you also don't find anything on the throne. You're fairly certain that most everything here is
Fairly plain.
yeah, fairly ordinary. Nothing spectacular at all.
Who's piloting Oros?
Me.
Okay.
So can I search? Might go over to this corner just to see what the.
Yeah. So the lever that's in the corner is not hidden in any way. It's quite a large metallic lever.
Okay.
It's pulled one way, and it's just like a switch track kind of thing where it's got the little sort of thing you have to squeeze before you move it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I tell and you the only way to you've had a sort of a quick look, and the only way you can do it is towards sort of the wall, and that's the only direction it seems to go.
I'll warn the others to say, guys, and say, I'm going to do this lever now. The amount of traps it's been here, I'm just going to warn you now. Brace yourselves.
No problem, my friends.
Before you do it, Raven.
Yeah.
Before you do so, can I just check that this door is locked first? I'm conscious of locking mechanisms and such in this place as well.
Okay. Yes, certainly.
Yeah. So, actually, Oros, you're pretty good at the traps. Can you check that door for traps and locks?
Of course. Let me do that right now. He spends a couple of minutes tinkering with his tools, and Camaradiers, I see there is nothing here.
Okay. Does it open?
It is not locked. Maybe we should just go from here. Yes.
How about we open the door and then you pull the lever?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Make sure we're out of the way. Good idea.
Yeah, so Oros and I will hide by the door.
By the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it being open?
Are you going to open the door or just going to hide it in the
We'll
doorway?
have it a little bit open, but enough to scoot through it.
Getting ready to dash through the door.
And we'll
Okay.
have stuff
Fine.
ready at the same time.
And I will pull the lever.
You pull the lever, and it makes a satisfying sort of click as you push it forward.
Ooh. Nothing happens.
Nothing immediately obvious happens.
Nothing happened there. Shall we try the door then? Go over to them and join them at the door and go
Okay.
through.
I don't trust this, but okay.
So as you head through the door, the corridor goes left and right, but you notice the corridor to the left is a dead end. It's very dimly lit down the bottom, but you see the faint glints of metal. And to the right, another corridor sort of heads over, and you can see there's some form of illumination from the end of the end of that corridor.
Okay. Shall I go first this time?
Yes, is this the same same narrowness as the one before where I got shot?
I think so, yes.
You go
Paranoia.
first. You go first. Do you want to go left first? Check the dead end.
Okay.
Okay.
So going
Yep.
left, all the way to the bottom.
Sure.
What's at the bottom of the dead end?
So there is basically like a huge heap of like scrap metal things, swords,
Anything look
knives.
nice?
Investigation.
5.
No. It looks all like it is literally like old scrap metal.
Nothing, just loads of old weapons.
Is the pile big enough for anything to be hidden in it?
I don't really want to poke inside that.
Let me.
And
So we'll
past?
we'll
Yeah.
scooch round. So I'll be first.
Okay, so you're gonna
just
scooch
here.
round.
Covering our backs.
Okay.
And Oros, you keep an eye out down there. Does Oros have dark vision?
No problem, amigos.
Sure.
Hi, Jeff McUsername. Okay, Dan. He says, Cameron Diaz, muchachas.
Nice, Dan.
Yeah, and I will. What's the longest thing I've got? It's
Wow.
it's
You can
Callisto's trident.
What?
Oh yeah, we picked up your trident as well.
So
at
what?
the entrance.
Oh yeah.
Is the battle axe long?
Not as long as a trident.
Okay.
So a trident has reach.
We got that. Don't think so.
Do you know what? I'll just use my longbow.
Okay.
That's pretty long. And I'll just.
Hints in the name.
I'll scoop the things to the side and just have a look through it myself with a bit of timidness.
A bit of timidness.
Yeah.
Okay, investigation with disadvantage.
Your timidness. Oh dear.
5.
Is that in that one?
No.
No.
It's a 3 and a 6.
Wow.
Yeah, you have a bit of a poke around, just to try and shift the pile a little bit, but yeah, it looks like it is just a pile of old.
Stuff.
Cool. And I've just kind of flattened it out so that there's nothing underneath it.
Yeah, you can't really tell, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in there.
Let's check the other way.
Yes, let's carry on. We need to find Callisto.
I scooch round and then take the lead again,
Okay.
taking it slowly.
Fucking rolls.
Slowly.
Halt.
Oh!
Okay.
Keep going.
Oh!
God's sake. And I'm just gonna edge to the
Halt.
corner.
Keep going.
Stealthily.
Yeah, I'm just literally to the edge and then have a little look-see around the corner.
Okay, so this is a chamber that's probably about 80 to 100 feet by 20 feet.
Oh wow, okay.
Would you say it's quite secret, this chamber?
Not secret, I would say, no. You notice there is 2 magical green orbs with emanating a green light,
Okay, those bad boys.
and
Okay, which one?
No, let's find switch one now.
Okay.
Just might as well. type
there
it.
is a huge inscription
Uh-huh.
and some runes of some kind. You can't really tell from this distance, but there's some kind of inscription on part of the floor. And on the ornate part of the wall where the green spears are, there's a weapon, a sword that is bathed in light.
Oh shit. Is there any creatures or anybody else in the room?
As far as you can tell, it
I
is
just
empty.
lean back to them going, it's empty from what I see. There's a giant soul. Magical items next to it. With, I'm stage whispering. With magical items next to it, people can actually hear me. With magical items next to it. Shall we go in?
Let's go in, but be careful not to disturb any signs of anything. You say there's big circles on the floor.
There's like a 10 by 10 section of the floor that's got like a huge inscription or rune or something like that.
Don't disturb that.
Okay.
This 10 by 10 inscription. And let's look for another way through.
Okay, we go in but don't disturb that area.
Okay.
Chest down. I can't reach.
You sort of have a quick sort of look around without sort of touching anything, and there doesn't appear to be any other doors or access ways at this point.
You in the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see the inscription and what it says now?
Yeah.
Someone's standing on it.
Oh, right, that. Okay. And see what it says? What language is it?
Oh!
It says super.
Oh!
I can't see from this angle.
Cool.
I would like to see if I know what that inscription says.
Arcana check, please. I'll do one for oral.
Oh, wow.
5.
What is with these rolls?
Whew, that's good. I cocked on a 4, so it then ended up as a 13.
Mine's 20.
20. Okay.
More than 20, but still 20.
You don't immediately recognise what it says, but you remember reading in some books that you sort of researched many months ago, and you recognise the symbol. You're fairly certain that it's like a rune of warning or danger.
Okay.
Danger, danger.
I let the other two know this. I've read about this. It's a rune of danger. It's either the weapon is danger or something, but
So
danger.
the weapon is completely separate to this symbol.
I vaulted.
Yes, weapons over here,
Yeah.
bathed in light, and this is just over here.
That's so bad.
Hey amigos, it looks like this section here with the symbol is, it looks like it opens. Maybe whatever inside is what we've been sent by Kaledni and the king to destroy.
It's gonna be.
Checking for traps and let's try it.
Okay.
It maybe the symbol for there means that inside
Natural 20.
Oh,
is the warning, but the blade might be okay. Or, so it's a long sword.
It is a long sword.
Maybe we check that out when we come out. I don't want anything bad to happen there.
Yes, the standard rules. Green is bad.
Yeah.
Yes. In my experience. Red is obviously favourable.
Hey, there's no traps here, but it's opening. The stone lifts up like a trapdoor.
Already.
And immediately from inside the floor section where it starts to open, there's a piercing blue light just sort of starts shining out. And as it opens more and further, the light just fills the room.
Kind of shield my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, well, do the same. If you see anything in it, or is the light too
The
bright?
at the moment, the light is literally so bright. If you don't sort of shield your eyes, you can't see anything. It's just like a pure bluish white light. Just
Okay.
Okay. Can I edge closer to the trapdoor, but
Yeah.
like keeping my shield in front of my
kind of
face?
try and get
So
a bit
basically
closer.
trying to look at the floor
Yeah.
up until where I can see the edge.
Okay. As you're approaching, the light starts to dim slightly, and you reach as your shield reaches the edge of the trapdoor, we'll call it.
Yeah.
It overlaps, and you can see just a bit of inside of what's inside.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a person.
That's shining.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, it's so bright, it's difficult to make out any
Okay.
details.
I'll take out.
What is it? What do you see?
It's a person. It's a human shape. Is this like the shape of the that size, or is it normal
No.
5 foot kind of size?
Difficult to sell, but it does basically look like
I was just said it's Cameron Diaz.
it is Cameron Diaz.
Smoking.
Smoking. Nice. At this point, the light sort of starts to dim down quite a lot, and as your eyes sort of readjust to the normality of the dungeon lighting, you see that indeed there is a humanoid female. She appears to be sleeping. She's in a long white robe. She's just
Is there any dwarfs around?
dwarfs.
Mm.
No,
Not 7 of them.
No.
no.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Just making sure.
Yeah.
is there anything else on the inside of this trapdoor?
That is it.
It's just her down there. Is it deep or?
It is literally just deep enough for her to like lay down
Wow.
inside.
Okay.
Along the edges of the pit, if you will, there's various runes. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
I believe I'm not sure actually.
I speak Celestial and Elvish
Okay, no.
from Primordial. Skills and proficiencies.
Right there. Common, Elvish, and Halfling.
Okay.
What about ours?
So he does not. So yeah, you recognise there are some dwarven runes of some description, but you're not sure what they are specifically. But again, they kind of give off kind of a magical aura to them, almost like a seal or a ward or some description, perhaps.
I think it's best to leave this one here. If she's been sealed inside of this, with this much symbolism of danger and all of this around the sides, perhaps we should leave her here.
But if the Shadow Alliance are after her, if she's the weapon,
If she is dangerous, then that is why the king and Kaladne have sent us here to
I'm not-
destroy this
I'm not saying
before the Shadow Alliance set her free. She is danger to us all.
I think a little bit of karma, Ross.
Yes.
I don't know her. I don't feel good destroying her without.
We need to understand what and who she is.
Does it matter? She is danger. The king and Kaladne sent us here to destroy this.
But we don't know if it's this or the weapon on the wall.
Destroy both.
You can't go around just destroying everything.
No, especially we don't know what this person is. This person could be used for good. This weapon.
Can I go?
Why do people call good things danger?
Danger in the wrong hands. Possibly.
Shadow Alliance, wrong hands.
Yes, that's why I think we should remove her completely.
Can I?
Yes, we agree.
No.
And he pulls out his weapon.
I would have gone. I was about to say while this was going on, I was going to go round and see if I can shut the trapdoor at all.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh, almost. A 6.
It does not move as you attempt to.
Okay.
Oros gets closer. And is
I
about-
block Horus's way. No, you're not killing a defenseless woman. Even if she is, we can't do it without knowing anything further.
But it is the king's orders.
But we don't know if it's to kill her. I don't feel good about killing something without knowing it first.
And if we clear out the Shadow Alliance, then we won't have to kill her.
They are coming.
They're already here.
Obviously not this far.
I bend
And when
down.
your friend Jabin he comes, you think us? We can defeat him?
Yes. All three of us together, yes.
We need to find our friend.
Then you are a
as well.
fool.
And we need to find Callisto.
Well, he is clearly not here.
No.
Exactly. So where could he be? We've searched everywhere.
It does not matter. I follow the orders of my king, and he has sent us here to destroy this.
I didn't get those orders. I'm not killing a defenseless woman. I'm not letting you either.
We have to know more before we take action.
You want to just stand around here and do nothing?
Help me
No,
shut this lid.
Or I want to investigate.
Why?
What opened this lid?
I don't know. I was just checking for traps. Phew. Come on, Diaz.
Bloody Cameron Diaz.
Well, we can't leave it unguarded. Just in case someone else comes along. We need to find Callisto. We can't make this kind of decision without our full party. Our friend here as well. He is the conscience of this party. He led us the right way with Kaladne. He took us completely on the different path of working for the Shadow Alliance. I wouldn't feel comfortable without his involvement in... I'm sure he wouldn't think killing this person would be right.
Try shoving the thing shut again.
I'll help.
Okay. Make a strength check.
You'd just be you with advantage.
G with advantage. I modded 20.
Okay. You give it a shove as hard as you can. It almost sort of starts to give a little bit, but it doesn't move.
Oh,
Oh, update.
Can I investigate just to see if the woman is breathing or in stasis?
Make a medicine check.
Proficiency.
Obviously, this may involve you touching her, or do you want to do it without touching?
Without touching if I can.
Disadvantage.
There. That's 13.
13 with disadvantage.
Yes.
It can be difficult to gauge without checking someone's pulse and
Yeah.
that type of stuff. But as far as you can tell, she is alive. She is breathing very slowly, but she is breathing. And she seems completely unaware of anything that's going on.
Is she race is she? Is she a human or is she?
She is as far as you can tell, she's a human or
Okay.
something along those lines. She doesn't have pointy ears. She's not particularly short. You get the idea.
Right.
But
Okay.
without a full medical
Is
examination,
there
you look at
anything
the
on
top
her
of short.
clothing that any symbols, any jewelry, any?
Does she have any
anything-
starbursts on her?
What is she wearing?
What about M&M's?
Like a white, loads of M&Ms just lining the bottom.
Peanuts or crispy?
Crispy.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Tempting.
Is her name Christina? Crispina.
Crispina. She's in a very plain white sort of gown.
Okay.
I'm gonna search around the rest of this room for another way out.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
likewise.
keep an eye on Oros. Or tell Raven to keep an eye on
I'll
Oros.
stay here and
Oros
research.
goes over and starts to have a look at this weapon at this point.
Okay.
So investigation check for you.
Yeah, I want to try and just investigate further her and see if there's anything else in there with her, to see if there's any anything else in there with her or anything. I can see.
Investigation
8.
8.
Back to normal.
Okay. You both start sort of poking around to see what you can find. Martin,
Mm-hmm.
as you're kind of poking around in the hold, have a quick look, see if there's anything in there. Kind of I want to think almost like a tendril, but made of energy,
Uh-huh.
comes sort of jets out of this lady's body
Uh-huh.
and passes straight through you, and it's like a burning electricity sensation. You're like,
Shit.
and Oros is like, "Holy shit! What is this? I told you it was dangerous."
Don't touch him! Don't touch him!
Do I take damage or?
Yes. Oh, 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Is he just staying there?
He's literally just like.
I will run and tackle him.
You're gonna sort of rugby tackle him out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Finally.
Okay, so you literally rugby tackle him out the way. You do it in such a dexterous fashion you don't even take any damage yourself.
Oh.
And you both lie, sort of crash down into a heap. You are no longer electrified,
Hit by the
but the
other.
tendril remains exactly where it is.
Where is it going? Is
It just heads out to a wall, and you don't know where it goes.
Just staying there. Ah! What was that? What did you do? I didn't. I was just looking to see if there's anything else in there with her. And this suddenly powerful energy hit me from her.
It is not good. But I something on this weapon. Come look.
Okay.
And Oris takes you to the weapon that's bathed in the light, and on the crosspiece, you see etched into the blade one of the starburst symbols.
It's got to be good.
What do you think? Good, yes.
And it's just waiting on a.
It's just hovering, as if it's like suspended by the light.
Is it a recess for a star pendant?
No, it's just like a little engraving in the blade.
And it hasn't got a centerpiece.
No.
Well, I trust it. Grab the sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
You grab the sword.
And I remove it?
Yep.
I keep an ear out for anything happening.
Well,
Perception check.
That went something better than I thought.
So what were you thinking? You could have died!
I've died many times. You always bring me back.
shit.
It's fine.
What did 20? Dirty 20.
Moments after he takes the sword, another one of the energy tendrils goes out from their body. Not near any of you, just out to one side and again through the wall.
I've got an idea. And I run back into this room
Yep.
and I pull that lever back down.
Okay. You hear a faint.
Anything happen in our room?
No.
Nothing's happened.
Anything happen in my room?
Perception check.
Yeah.
Nope. You don't notice anything.
It's 5.
Keep pulling that lever.
Try it again. I'll look closer at everything. You lift that wall of the
Do it
door.
again! I'll measure it this time!
No, I'm just saying if there's anything small. I would have said the same. I would have been like, we need to find out what this lever does. Can I trace it at all? Because the last one we kind of traced along the wall.
It doesn't seem to go anywhere. There's no exposed mechanism past the base of
Right.
the...
Stab someone with it, find out what it does.
Alright, what does this feel like?
Ah shit, that fucking hurts!
He's sharp, man, he's sharp!
Get rid of my wheel!
Yeah, I stowed the sword in my...
Try and shut the coffin thing.
I tried the trapdoor.
Okay, strength check.
6.
You're giving it another really good push again, as hard as you can, and another tendril sort of zaps out of this lady creature, and again passes straight through Auras.
I quickly rugby tackle him to the ground.
Is it that
Athletics check. Roll for some damage. Ugh.
Save him.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
13.
Avoided a 2 on that one.
13.
Yes.
Okay. So you literally dive out and shoulder barge him through, but you get hit by the beam as you pass through,
Okay.
and you take 5 points of damage.
Son of a bitch.
But again, you both kind of land on the floor. You're both like,
Yo. God.
holy guacamole! So it had to be done.
Wow.
I think we're going to go and hide around this corner. Quick, let's get out of this room. Hide around the corner, just so no more energy pulse is going to hit us.
Can I
I can't say much more.
take a moment, pray to Timora with my
Okay.
coin, and flip it, and see if I need to help this woman or not.
Okay, that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
So, you flip the coin.
Yeah.
What were your answers?
Heads is yes, help her. Tails is no, leave her.
Help or leave?
Yeah.
So what was it? Heads, help?
Heads is help. Tails is leave.
You took the coin. It lands. Tails.
I've run back round.
We're hiding in the corridor now.
Yeah.
Okay, you.
Yeah.
So there is a tendril now that's passed through this room and through this corridor. So you've literally kind of
So it's
come out
gone
here.
through the walls. Oh.
Literally, it's like it's now between you and them.
Oh, shit.
Is it like a small tendril or is it a big
It's
tendril?
about this sort of thickness.
So I can't squeeze by.
Go underneath it?
You could try.
I'm just going to shout down and say, I think it's best we get out of here.
Okay, we come out then and
No! We need to end this before it gets out of hand.
I gotta leave.
oh, I don't know what to do. I take the sword.
Damn rock.
And I'm not gonna try and stab her.
Yep,
I'm just gonna kind of
poke her with it.
You don't actually know, but I've got massive bruises there.
what that? No, don't do that.
So you gently prod her almost with the end of the sword, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Like in the shoulder.
Yep.
Okay. As you do so, her eyes open, and they're red like fire, and fire. It's sort of a fire sort of starts burning out of her eyes.
Ah, shit. Stab her.
What have you done?
Initiative.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
This is not too great. Oh,
Am I included in this?
if you want.
Am I included in this?
Not yet.
12.
I am the woman, you fool.
23.
I've got disguise stuff.
So
Nice.
Sound said horribly, hastily. Whoop.
Not my fight, amigos. Not my fight.
Theora, you are first.
Did I hear the growl?
No, I haven't actually.
Yes.
I'll try and scooch underneath the crackling beam.
Athletics check. Acrobatics check.
Come on, you. Yes! 22.
Okay. It's a little tight, and you kind of have to scooch under, like on your back, and
Doing a limbo.
Yeah, you're literally like sliding across the floor like some kind of caterpillar or something. But yeah, you make it to the other side. It is it is very slow going. Yeah, you get to the other side, and that has used 20 feet of your movement.
About the plan?
Yeah.
So, 25, 30. Action to dash. 5, 10. 15, 20. 25. Get out there now.
So dashing, yeah.
Get all up in that.
So yeah, you literally come pegging it round the corner,
Yeah.
and you can see this lady, female creature is now awake, flaming red eyes. She's still laid down, but she looks pissed.
It doesn't look very nice.
Ah!
Wait! It's my bonus action.
You what? I've all had that.
Do not read from the book!
Riven, go! Do not read from the book.
No, if Faye says wait, I'm gonna. Oh god.
Oh, it's do or die.
Okay, so, as I've got the sword out, I just stab her.
Oh! Attack roll. She's prone, so you have advantage.
Don't need it.
It's not going to help.
It is gonna help. So I don't know what plus I'd get to it. It's,
Are you
I rolled
proficient
16.
with longswords?
I don't think so. No.
Then it is
so.
whatever your longswords are strength, aren't they?
Yep.
Because whatever your strength proficiency plus is. -1, mate.
So yeah, 15 then.
15, that is a hit.
Oh, okay.
I'd roll for damage. Just roll a d8 and I'll work out the rest.
By the sound of it, she's just a lady in a gown. Like,
Yeah, it's like, full plate gown? No.
8!
Oh!
Oh!
Yahtzee!
So you drive, as you kind of poked her here, you've literally just kind of taken a step back and driven it forward. It's gone straight into her chest.
Mm-hmm.
Nah! Like energy just bursts out of the hole that you've just stabbed into her torso. And she explodes. Everybody. That will be everybody because you're all now in range. Ah, boo. Take 10 points of force damage. And you're all pushed back 15 feet.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah.
I don't know where I am, mate, so there should be no healing from mine.
The tendrils, you're literally all on the floor now. And the tendrils have disappeared.
Oh.
There's a kind of a weird hazy smoke in the air. Perception check for you both.
7.
And
Oh, 14.
14.
Ooh.
As you kind of start to sort of pull yourself up and you have a look around, Oros is gone.
Oros! I shout and have a look around the room.
Where was he standing just before the explosion?
He was on the floor. Well, yeah, he was right next to us.
He was
wasn't
right next to you. Coming up the hallway, you hear him going, Oros!
I'm just walking through it, I just...
Kaladne is with you.
Oh, fair.
What?
Upon hearing the shout of Oros, I quickly sprint. I have a look round, and is that door shut now? Or
No, it's open.
It's open. Okay, I'll run through the open door.
Yep.
Without a care in the world, probably run down this way a little bit, and be like, "That's dead end, wrong way," and then run the other way.
Sure. And yeah, you can see these
And
two kind of pulling themselves off of the floor, sort of dusting themselves off a bit.
You see me. If you see me, I'm literally covered in red blood, green blood, black. I'm just literally head to foot covered in blood and ichor and brain matter.
Now it's mostly all like dusty, mixed in rubbish. It's just you're just a mess. You're
And
just
it's
a mess.
definitely Raven I can hear.
Oh yes.
I'll be like, Raven, are you okay? We're coming.
Callisto!
And I'm just sort of
Callisto!
Ah!
yes, it is I, Callisto. I'm coming. And sort of just charge around the
And
corner.
then the voice of Kaladin is like, "It's okay, we're coming. Are you in danger?"
There was an explosion! Careful!
And immediately Kaladin sort of slows down to a halt.
I'll keep running.
Okay, so you run around into the room and you literally can see them that are just dusting themselves down and pulling
You
themselves
okay?
on the floor.
What's that? You look
Literally just-
awful.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
I literally just
Yeah,
pulled out the
they were.
trident and was like, quick!
You have my trident. Oh, and I literally grab him. I just give him a big. Even better. Give her a big kiss. Like literally just. You can turn away if you want. I'm just going. Thank you so much.
Where have you been? What happened?
I was taking
How did you
him.
get away from Javen? What? Did you kill him?
No. You've been with Kaladin the whole time.
I have I?
You returned to the inn and there was a note.
Unbelievable.
There was a note.
Yeah.
and they'd left a note for him
Yeah.
saying, "Come join us north."
Yeah.
And you were like, "Huh?" So you've followed them north.
Yeah.
Caladne has come with you
Yeah.
because you went to go and see Caladne.
Fair.
Someone has taken, Jabin has taken the opportunity to make it look like he's kidnapped you.
I have been fine, as I've just found out. I have been fine. I did not find you. I found a note. It said you had gone north. I was concerned, and I followed with Caladne.
But Jabin kidnapped you. We've
I
got
did
all
not be
this.
kidnapped. Although somebody did take my trident, and I'm very glad you...
We picked up that note from Jabin.
Sorry?
I picked up that note.
You did pick up the note that was...
I was like, look.
What does it say?
From, if memory serves, it's something along the lines of, I've taken him. I've taken him. You know where to find us,
Yeah.
Jabin. Something along those lines.
Fair. Okay.
Oh, thank God you're okay.
Yes, no, I'm fine. I'm sorry that you thought I was this way, but you found the place that we had to be, I suppose. Where is Oroz? Was he with you?
We don't know.
I don't know, there was an
Quick!
explosion.
Go check over there. And then I will rush
Okay.
everyone to the coffin and
The hole.
look inside.
Yeah. Who has spell slots? You will need to exhaust them all, please.
What?
Who has magical items? Or potential magical items?
I don't know.
I
I've picked up stuff, but I don't know what they
I
are.
have one.
What is it?
It is the Rapier of Thunder that I picked up from that other guy the other day.
Okay. Can you roll a d20, please?
13.
I have the long sword from the Dryder.
Roll a d20 for that.
A 6.
Okay.
And I also have the battle axe that was from the other room.
Roll a d20 for that.
It's an 8.
Okay.
I have a great sword and a short sword that I've picked up.
Yeah, they were just the regular ones, weren't they? Or you think?
I think, yes. And obviously that big ass long sword.
Okay. Roll a d20.
6.
And then I've got a potion of healing.
Okay, that's non-magical.
You should laugh, Juice.
I would have healed him, but...
But he's taken it all away.
Well, you don't necessarily realise that.
Yeah, fine.
Calista, you couldn't try.
No, it doesn't go.
What's happened here, guys?
Yeah, at the moment
What
I'm
is
just
this
staring into
place?
an empty
Yeah,
hole.
yeah.
He's just gone, look! I'm just staring into an empty
There's
hole.
nothing in the hole.
Not the writing.
The writing was on the top of the thing that you've
The writing that is there, but there's no body, there's no remains.
No, yeah. So
Do you read
I'll
dwarf?
motion to the writing
anyone
around
read-
the space for the body.
Yeah, does anyone read Dwarvish?
Caladne does.
Ah! What does this inscription say? I know it's Dwarvish, but I don't read it.
Well, actually, it's you're very close. It's not quite Dwarvish.
Oh.
It is the language of the Duergar, the dark dwarves.
Fourth one of them.
Yes.
A while ago.
Well, in this case, it is. This appears to be some form of magical prison.
Does it say who or what was in here?
Not from this. Well, let me have a look at the rest of the inscriptions here. And she goes around to the top, like what was the floor, the lid, if you will.
Release some crazy evenings.
And
Well, I kind of, yeah. Stop it.
and she looks at it and she's immediately like, "Oh no! What was inside here?"
So it was a woman, but she woke up and her eyes were on fire, so I stabbed her with this.
A woman was in here.
Yes.
What did she look like?
I describe her.
Humanish, white gown, cop out.
Uh,
Fair.
With big red glowing eyes and a big snarl when she opened them.
I've met one of those before.
I bet you have.
Not all. Just once. I met a woman like this.
I've got beautiful golden eyes.
I'm not talking about your beautiful self. Calm down. It is fine.
I make a point to wink
How-
at you in front of Calais.
how did you find this place? When Callisto came to see me, and then you were all just gone. You just disappeared north for some reason. What's going on? What are you doing in this place? We've been worried sick about you.
We've been.
Yes, we have.
Or maybe me a bit more, but
Well, we met Oros and
no, who's Oros?
you
The
don't know Oros.
the Kenku creature thing who was our cocker even. I don't know why I thought it was a Kenku. The cocker who said he was working for
You and the king.
Alucer. Oh my god! I just realized something. It is fine, I'm sure. And I'm going to check the amulet, the Starburst amulet.
You have one.
Yeah,
You still have it?
still have it. Okay.
What are you thinking?
Just quickly. So, do you know about Oros, Gladney? That was why we were up here to try and find the Shadow Alliance headquarters and
Well, it was
destroy their secret weapon or something like this.
I'm not aware of a person called Oros.
He-
And I haven't met an Arakocra for probably at least a year.
His name was something like Oros Kel Coco Gadnombres Sipin Tokafa Kimanafria.
Oh, that one, yes.
Something like that. It's a really long name.
Yeah,
But you know that.
I've literally never heard of such a ridiculous thing in my whole life.
It sounds quite stupid. And can I subtly try to see if she's wearing her pendant?
Is it?
That's just like,
Perception, yeah? 14.
She is.
Put the pendant back in my bag. Well, he seemed to think the Shadow Alliance was up here, but... So, I'm now very confused, I must admit. You left without me in the morning, and I understand why now, but it was very confusing. Myself and Kelatne, we were concerned, and it looks like this place is... Have I walked past all the bodies?
Yeah.
Looks like this place was was not very friendly for you.
It really wasn't.
Kaladny,
Where is this Oros? Where has he gone?
he's disappeared in the
As soon as
explosion.
this woman, I stabbed her with this special sword, and she exploded.
May I see that?
Yes. Because it's got the...
Roll a d20 as well for me.
be in that one.
And she looks at it. It's like, I mean, it's quite a nice sword, but I don't see anything special about it.
It was Oros here a minute ago?
And she hands it
He
back
was.
to you.
Did you hear the explosion?
I did, yes.
He was here right up until that.
Give me 2 seconds. I will see if I can find him, and I tried to cast Locate Object specifically for his cloak.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll try to.
You're like,
Is this?
it's like it's been like jammed.
That is very odd.
Have you...
I cannot. It will not work. I'm sort of holding my trident. Like, does anyone else's magic work in here?
I
I'm spent.
Well, of
Mind
course it
trying to
does. Let me try and Caladne attempts to cast light.
Yeah. Have you been able to cast spells in here?
Yes, up until this point, but
Produce flame out my hand.
No.
I cast prestidigitation. My cantrip.
We need to get out of here. Right now.
I agree. Yes, absolutely.
I get the feeling we've been had. We need to go. Right now.
Okay, I will follow you. I do not quite know what's
Yes,
going on at the moment.
let's leave.
I will start pegging it out of this place.
Wait. A woman
Yes.
imprisoned in here.
Yes. And there was big.
We need to leave right now.
Did you... The Starburst amulet on the front of this temple? Did you see that? Do you know what this place is?
Well,
Good.
I don't know any specifics, but from what I'm seeing here, something very powerful has been imprisoned here. Possibly one of the gods themselves.
Didn't I kill her with the sword?
Yes. It appears so.
I'm starting to leave. Like,
Yeah, I'm literally just like...
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to make a perception check in this chamber to see if I notice the lever.
Okay.
Nope. I can move.
You have to be like. "Doo, doo, doo."
I'm leaving.
Oh, you wanted to pull the lever.
Again.
Oh,
I've got a lever!
Before Sam eats them all, would you like one?
I'm fine, thank you, Susan.
Absolutely, beg your pardon.
Okay, so do we all get out?
Yeah, you all run outside. The area sort of immediately outside of the temple, where all the trees and the bushes are, it's now dead. Completely, the trees have all kind of withered. There's all the leaves are gone.
Oh my god.
It's just like a whole area of dead.
Oh my.
The grass is all just like withered away.
Oh dear. What did you do? This was not like this, literally.
What have you
1
done?
minute ago.
I just stabbed a woman and she looked like she was gonna kill us. So
Well,
I told you we needed to leave.
I just wanted to make sure that I didn't realise she was gonna be evil. Maybe it's a good thing.
The druid.
well, what about him? What druid?
If all of this is dead, we can ask him how to get it back. Shit! The frying pan!
The frying pan?
The frying pan! We were supposed to get his frying pan!
What frying pan?
What are you talking about?
Just quickly going back through my memory. I see a frying pan anywhere.
Has she left it? Has she left her man?
No. Okay.
Not even in the pile of.
No.
Also,
You rolled poorly.
as soon as I'm outside, I cast prestidigitation again. See if it's working. Does it feel like when I run out of spell slots? Like when you run out of spell slots, like you
You're kind of like
get
almost
sent-
exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it feel like that, or does it feel like something's blocking me?
It's like something's blocking you.
Okay.
It doesn't really feel like anything.
Okay.
It just feels like you're doing this and nothing's happening. You're just like,
If I look down this gorge,
yep.
can I see like the rows of trees up top? And do they like go dead live?
That is exactly what it does.
Okay.
But it's quite far. You probably reckon it's probably, I don't know, maybe up to 1,000 feet.
What is this? What frying pan? Who is this?
It's something that
Druid.
he asked for to help him.
I've got a spare one in my pack. You can have that.
You have a spare frying pan? What?
Well, I have my Cooking provisions, yes.
Let's at least head back there and we'll go see him and see what he thinks of all this. He's obviously very old.
Well, we need to get back to Tuzel as soon as we can.
Yes,
He's on the way, isn't he?
He should be, yes.
Okay,
Let's go back
let's go.
Very well, I will follow you.
Okay, so you journey for a few hours, and
Sprinting.
pretty much find your way back to Arlen's home.
Is it live around where he is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it literally probably goes up about 1,000 feet. And then it's literally a complete dead, alive. Literally like a very almost like a radius. Yeah, there is a kind of a curvature to it as you're kind of looking along.
Yeah.
It's like literally something's just gone. And then just kind of literally reach the point and just stop dead.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like a gradual.
Yeah,
It's literally just like literally 1 millimeter dead, the next millimeter alive.
Okay.
It's literally like.
Cool. Where else are we going? I thought we were heading back to the day.
Literally just running back to Ireland.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, so you're right back at Arlen's hut.
Within about like 100 feet of the hut, I'm like, oh my god, what is this smell? Oh, this smell.
Just get used to it.
Oh my word.
This is repulsive.
I try and cast precipitation again to like make it smell nice. Please work, please.
It does not work.
Oh good lord. This is horrid. Oh, it is like several people have died. Oh.
And I'll just run up to the hut like, Harlan!
Oh God! What is it now?
Can we see the dead bits from his hut?
No.
Oh lord, this is where this smell
It's
is
like
coming from.
2 or 3 hours away.
Okay, cool.
And so what do you want? You want an autograph?
No! Have you felt the disturbance of the force?
It's like 1,000 trees were suddenly just silence.
like all my brain. That's all my brain could do. It's like, please, you have to help us.
Fine, I'll get you a T-shirt as well. God damn it!
No, the woods. They're dying.
What?
The woods out near the temple. There's been an explosion of some kind.
Oh, it's you! What do you want?
The woods.
Yes?
They're dying. Out near the temple.
Well, yes, that's what happens. A circle of life and all that, yeah?
I think you need to go see.
I'm making soup, boy.
Girl. Go see them now. And now. And I'll start to get very angry.
And Kaladne's like, that's Harlan. You know Harlan?
Oh, yes.
Who is Harlan? He stinks.
He does, but it's Harlan. Holy shit. What the... How...
I'm literally just focusing on Arlen.
Who is Harlan?
How is he famous? Never heard of him.
Well, clearly you don't know your history. He's a legend. I thought he was a myth, just a tale, a folklore.
What?
I wrote pretty high on my history when we want to see what he was.
This smelly old man is a legend.
Yeah, he is one of the most powerful entities possibly ever.
Is this person here? this person was making some form of skunk soup.
Yeah. Him and a few others. They were the first settlers of Bay Run.
That is about...
That was thousands of years ago.
Well, 1372 years ago. Yeah.
What?
Alan and I just.
It can't be that.
Well, it's not unusual for people to live a long time. I mean, obviously, usually not this long, but it does look a bit crusty.
I did not think even like elves live that long.
It does smell dead, to be fair. Maybe you can tell us more about it later.
And she just seems completely astonished, almost in awe that she stood in the presence of Arlen.
I get my cooking frying pan out. Look, Arlen,
My frying pan! Ah, good! And he takes it from me.
yes.
Go check the trees.
It's a bit cleaner. Did you clean it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, thank you, boy. I'll be able to do some very nice pork on this.
Go check the trees. Now.
You need to mind your manners, boy.
I'm not a boy. And I'll use my last flare to.
Careful, you'll burn the place down, you fire elemental or
This
whatever
is
you
what
are.
he's trying to say. She's trying to say. The place is already burnt down or dead or something. It is not natural death. There is death everywhere.
All
It just
around.
happens like this. 1 minute,
For nearly a mile
alive.
around it.
the next minute it is dead.
Yes, dead.
Kaladne sort of goes over and she kneels down, as if he was a king or something like that. She's literally knelt down with her head bowed low, and she's like, "Mighty Arlen, we have seen something which we cannot explain, but there is a large area of the forest which has died almost instantaneously, and we just would appreciate if you would come and just have a look. That is all we want. That's all we want. Just please help us." And he kind of pats her on the head as if she was like a dog, or so. He's like, "It's all right, lass. All right, fine. My soup's gonna be ruined now." And he sort of takes a little sip of his soup. Oh, got it. No.
I will fix this for you if you would like.
Well, it's perfect. What do you want about?
Okay. It's only an offer.
So, well, we'll just put that on the side. Find my staff. Oh, God. And he sort of pulls on a large cloak that just appears to be like almost entirely made of leaves. And he sort of opens a cupboard and sort of dusts off lots of cobwebs and dust. He pulls out a actually rather majestic looking staff. He just kind of dusts it off. So, yeah, oh God, it's been a while since I used this. Where is it then? Come on.
Literally just bust out the door, kick it off its hinges if I need to.
He's like, "Come, guard the house." Then Cobb goes back into the house and disappears.
That big cat thing just disappeared.
It does that.
Come on!
Start walking up.
So you speedlining straight back, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So takes about an hour and a half. You arrive back to the temple area, and unfortunately, the radius has grown since you've been gone. You sort of notice there was like a a fallen tree that was still alive,
Yeah.
but now it's gone past it, and now that tree is dead. It hasn't gone much further past, maybe another 100 feet or so.
Right.
But obviously, you've only been on like 4 hours, so it appears to be potentially growing or some form of after effect. But Arlen sort of goes over and he kind of picks up a section of the soil from the dead area, and he's like, powerful magic indeed. Tell me, boy, what happened? You caused this?
I am not a boy.
Sorry. You, man! Did you cause this?
Look, she did not cause this.
She?
Yes.
So squints. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Sorry.
Apology accepted.
Eyesight's not so good. When 1500 years old you reach, look as good. You will not.
It happened when I stabbed this woman with a sword. She exploded, and we came outside the temple, and this had happened.
Wait, you went in the temple?
Yes.
Why would you do that for? Did you not heed the warnings?
We told you that's where we were going. They held our friend.
You didn't tell me it was this temple.
You told us where to go.
No, that's not right.
Kalatne, I'm not talking to him. Kalatne, you know who this person was. I saw that look on your face. Who was that woman? What did you remember?
Well, there are legends of ancient foes that were locked away.
And what do you remember? This ancient foe?
I don't remember any specifics, but it appears as though you have vanquished one.
It's not a bad thing.
This foe, did she have a name or anything? Was there any inscription of who this person was?
Ask Alan. He seems to know. I'm not talking to him.
Arlen,
Ah, yes, my good chap.
my friend is apparently not talking to you for some reason. I'm sorry. Do you know
No loss there.
who might have been held in this temple? Why you were so scared of this temple?
Well, this particular temple held I suppose you might call her a goddess.
Okay,
Table flip this whole thing.
a goddess.
Yes.
Okay. This seems a very odd place for a goddess. to
So you are aware of all the gods and goddesses that you all worship, Yes?
Forgive me, but I'm new to these lands. I'm not.
Not really very good.
So,
I'm not very au fait with.
I know of some, yes.
yeah, so which ones do you know of?
I know of Timora,
Timora, yes.
and then many others as favorite.
Timora is yeah. Right.
Religion check to reel off a couple more.
Sure.
5.
that, you know.
Oh, I think I know there is someone called Helm.
Yeah.
I saw he was in. There was a temple in Suzail. That is where they
Yeah.
were doing the healing stuff. But I must admit I'm not very religious. Therefore I do not follow gods or goddesses.
Well, a long time ago, there were individuals which were bestowed with immense powers
Yes.
and responsibilities and they have become the gods which you know. They were mortals like you and me,
Yes.
and then they were granted powers over all aspects of existence.
Very well.
One of them we had the misfortune of dealing with at one point, but her power was unmistakable, and she became the goddess of magic, or you may have heard of her, Mystra.
Have I heard of Mistra?
In passing.
Myself?
Okay.
She sought to abuse her power, but we couldn't just eliminate her, for that would cause the destabilization of magic itself. So we trapped her here.
Ah.
So, the woman in the temple
Mystra, yes.
was Mystra,
Yes.
and we've now caused the destabilization of magic because she was imprisoned, and we've now killed her.
You killed her, yeah.
Well, he did.
What have you done? I need magic.
No, it was Mistra!
I told you we needed to leave. I'm just smacking on a tree stump that I found near the side of me.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise her. She looked so innocent.
So why did you kill her?
Because she opened up her eyes and snarled at me.
For God's sakes, if I did that every time a woman snarled at me, it would be a bloody situation. That is all the reason you had to stab this poor woman.
Yes, she kind of...
Why are you always jumping into conclusions and actions and killing things?
I didn't catch that last bit, sorry.
And what about this Oros? So, am I led to believe that Oros was behind all of this? He led us into this trap to kill this person?
He probably works with Jabin.
Well, well...
That's why the thing that we fought never killed him.
Well, fine, I was not there, I do not know.
He seems so nice.
Look at you, DM.
Why did you
You've got a conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy.
Tin
He
foil
seems
out.
so nice, it's your fault.
Well, I am confused. I do not know what to do.
It's ruffle.
And I have lost my powers. So, this is not a good day for me at this moment.
You still have your trident.
That I do, but I do not have my magic. You,
Is there
great
any-
and powerful wizard person. Can you do magic at the moment? I cannot, and neither can Kaladne.
And he looks over the three of you. Who looks the most wounded?
Yeah, it's definitely me.
Cure wounds.
Does it work?
Ninth
Yep.
level?
Ninth level.
You heal 38 hit points.
I feel really good.
After.
Oh, thank you.
Concentration. Oh, it is back! What have you done? You have done something?
Produce flame.
It happens.
What have you done? It is worked. I have my magic back. Look, zoom. I cast presentation on Raven as well because
he needs it.
Oh,
You just
thank
have
you. I was really starting to smell.
Smell fine to me.
Have you not got yours back?
You can roll for every one of these. So literally just
Play more, play more.
Meta.
I'm very confused right now, and
It seems fine.
And at this point, Arlen's kind of looks like he's kind of gathering samples of
Is it?
soil,
Is there any?
soil like not dead soil that's nearby.
Yeah.
A couple of tree bits and bark, and he's just kind of gathering a few
Is
things.
there any way we can reverse this process?
She's dead.
Yes, but is there no other way of helping?
is this process that everything is dying? Is there some way we can restore this, or?
I mean, you sound like you've been here for a very long time. Surely there's something we can do.
No.
Well, that is good to hear.
Wow. Okay.
So we've effectively ruined the entire world. Yes, is what you say.
Yeah.
It's not.
I go over and slap Raven.
The best part is it's spreading.
How is that the best part? I thought you were a what did you say, druid? Druids love nature.
Surely you can bring this back to life.
Gone over and slapped Raven.
Shit.
You're fine. Natural
Don't
20?
forget, it's an unarmed attack.
It's 20.
Fine.
I've got +6 to your unarmed attack.
19, sorry.
Meta.
Whoosh! 2 damage. Hey! I just got them down.
What was that? How is that going to help?
You've caused this!
Did I know this was going to cause it? Did I know who she was? No!
Did you stop to think about it?
I was thinking about it. I only wanted to help.
I thought I would, and I go back to Harlan, Altoid, and I just say, I thought you would wanted to help. I thought nature is your thing. It is your jam. You like this stuff.
Well, he kind of picks up a section of like the dead soil and he's like, no.
So you don't know anyone in the entire place that can help us? Can help do something about this?
There is only one person, but they will not want to see you.
I mean, a lot of people are quite interested in seeing me, and I'm sure my friends as well, because we are quite an unusual trio of characters. Who is this person that we need to see? Maybe we can see if they would like to see us.
How high can you jump?
I can jump pretty high.
I can jump fairly high.
Show me.
I jump high, and I can't remember how you work out vertical jumping.
It's your score plus your height.
My score?
Yeah,
Strength.
your strength score.
Oh, strength score. Plus my height. 8 feet.
I thought it was like
Something
something
8
hard.
feet sounds ridiculous.
I thought it was like your strength modifier.
3 feet plus your strength modifier.
Yeah.
6 feet.
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Yeah. Woohoo! I feel that
Wish
way.
I could jump that high.
Yeah, I'll jump and I jump 4 feet high.
Okay.
Sorry, my height versus what was it?
No,
No.
No,
3
sorry.
feet.
Oh,
3. Plus your strength.
Your strength mod.
Oh, so 2 feet then.
Surely I can jump further than that with my abilities. I'm just not on. You probably use things to parkour off of.
Yeah.
Uh,
Parkour.
he's like, God, you are all useless. Except the blue one, he's not bad.
Thank you very much.
Look,
Quick question: Would this person see you?
it's been a long time. Lots has changed. But he might see you if you bring him something shiny.
Define shiny. I have lots of shiny things. So put out like shiny bits of metal.
No. Something
Money.
something unique. Something priceless.
Very well.
Things like that interest him.
Okay.
I have something priceless to me, but it might not be priceless to him.
I'm sure we could try and find something. But where can we find this person?
Well, you will need to travel far
Okay.
to one of the largest cities. This person resides in the city of Waterdeep.
I know Waterdeep. I know of it. I've not been there, but I know of it.
I know what's the.
You've all heard of it in passing, purely because it is
Yeah.
the biggest city in Faerun by quite a comfortable margin.
Yeah.
And what do we tell this person?
Well, you will need to explain what has happened. You will need to catch his attention first, which is where the shiny thing comes in.
Very well.
Once you have his attention, you need to explain what has happened.
Okay. This is
Maybe
what?
he might help you.
What does this person look like?
He is short. He's a halfling.
Very well.
He probably still looks quite young.
Yes.
What's his name?
The question is,
I think he's forgotten his name. He's very old, this man.
in order to get his attention, what are you going to do?
I will find something shiny and unique.
Where?
I could ask the Adventurers Guild of Suzail if they have anything outstanding.
Yes. We could do this.
I've got some monster fangs. My God, I've got my. It's one of the things that my oldest possession. It's a ring which has got a special symbol on it.
Did you not find anything special in that temple or anything like that?
I have this big sword.
It has to be priceless.
As I said, it's priceless to me.
To you. To him,
I don't
it
know.
is worthless.
Okay. And we need to find something priceless.
Kalane, do you know of any stories or myths around that could help us? You know about this place after you figured out who it was.
I mean, I don't even know what he would find enticing. Jewels? Weapons?
Anything.
What do you think this man would like? Does he want a weapon? Does he want a shiny trinket? Does he want something that's
Knowledge?
knowledge? I can write him a sonnet of some kind that would be perfectly unique to him. No one would ever have something like this. That's pretty unique.
I can... No.
It is the age-old question, isn't it? What do you get a man who has everything?
You seem to know him. What do you think he would like?
It's been a long time.
Very well. And I don't wish to take up any more of your time. I think he's going crazy. Where in Waterdeep do you think we could find this person?
Again, I have not seen him for many years, but he was the ruler of a district within Waterdeep known as Skullport.
Very well. Okay.
We'll head there then.
It's a place to start.
Thank you very much for your help. Enjoy the soup.
He picks up a piece of like tree bark and sort of chews on it.
Didn't he answer the best thing is it is expanding?
No, I'm a little bit scared if I'm honest with you. I'm not sure what is happening right now.
Harlan?
What, boy? Man? Woman?
Woman.
Whoa.
Girl.
You said the best thing about this area of death is that it's expanding. What do you mean by that?
It's expanding. It's getting bigger.
Why would we want it to be bigger?
We don't.
Why would that
Why
be
in blazes would you want that for?
You said it would be the best thing.
I did not.
What are you talking about?
I think
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I literally just flail
I think
off.
we'll go to Waterdeep now. Thank you very much, Alan, for your wise words. And yes, is there a message you would like us to send to this
Look,
halfling?
I will attempt to hold this off for as long as I can. But I fear this is beyond even my capabilities. So do not take too long, or there may not be anything to come back to.
Very well. We must go to Waterdeep then. So, Kalane, do you think we should go straight there? Or have you got a way of getting us quickly from Suzael to Waterdeep?
She's like, well, we'll have to just see if we can. Once we get to Suzael, we'll talk to the king and we'll see what we can work out. There may be something that we can offer from Suzael, maybe a treasure or something.
Very well, this is perfect. I say we waste no more time then, and we head back.
And you see Arlen drives his staff into the ground, and from the staff itself, like sort of shoots of like vines and sort of tree branches sort of come out, sort of surround the area with the where right at the edge of where it's died. It's kind of made a sort of a barrier almost around it from his staff, and he's just kind of stood there, channeling all his energy into this barrier, and then the sort of vines and branches sort of envelop his body, and he just becomes sort of one almost with the barrier.
Fair. Quick to Giselle.
Indeed.
Okay, so
Let's go back to his hut and steal all of his
it's probably about 2 p.m. now, and you sort of head back south. Probably takes until evening time to reach the city of Weymouth, the town of Weymouth. Sorry, Weymouth. And do you want to sort of keep pressing through? Someone can chuck on the end if you like. You may need to stick the thing out the window.
higher horses.
Yeah, look to hire horses, I think, and we'll have a night here.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So, staying at the smoking shotgun?
Yeah,
Sounds good, yeah.
Yep.
Smouldering shotgun.
Smouldering shotgun.
Smoking shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone can get a long rest.
Spell slots return.
Yes.
Nice.
We're running away from it. Huzzah!
That's nice.
Is that high? It's very loud compared to usual.
It takes a couple of minutes to get going. So, for expediency's sake,
Yes.
we'll say
Sleepy bye-byes, straight to Giselle.
Is any
Yeah.
the special shit we picked up good?
do you want to stop and get it identified?
Oh wait, am I attuned to us a little rest?
No.
We have no time for this.
Yep.
Check your shiny things later.
Okay.
I'll just put a long sword in for that other item then, I'm guessing.
Sure.
You know?
Okay, yeah, so it takes you get some horses and sort of head as quickly as possible,
Yeah.
full gallop all the way back to Sazale. That takes you to pretty much the end of the next day.
Did we bring ponies? Dan's just reminded us.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're picking them up and
Yeah.
taking them back.
You still need to hire some because
Yeah, extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have Oruses, won't we?
Oris
No,
didn't
he
have
flew.
one. He flew.
Oh, he flew, of course he did.
Obviously now there's you and Kaladni as well. So. And yeah, after a couple of days of travel, completely uneventful travel at that, you arrive back at the city of Suzeo. Kaladne's like, you guys should kind of head home or whatever, and I'll need to go and fill in the king as to what has happened, and they may summon you, so just be ready.
Okay, we will be at home. Get it ready.
Can I have just a quick word with you in private, please?
Sure.
I'll take your side and I show you, just to say that I was given from the monastery in the Sunset Mountains that we thought was I can never remember the name,
Zendarians.
Zendarians.
The Zentarum. Yeah.
Zentarum. It was the Shadow Alliance, also, and pretending to be them.
So
And I was given this, and I show her my amulet.
again, she kind of tries to hide it a bit, but there is that definite look of surprise that you have one of these amulets, and she's just like, she immediately just kind of pushes it sort of back into your bag. She says,
That's why I wanted to do it in private, but I wanted you to know that I have one.
you say that came from the Sunset Mountains.
Yes. From the monastery there. And this opened up doors in that temple. So I think it is a key, and I think yours may be a key also to other possible prisons or other things. Just so that you know that this thing you wear around your neck is possibly something that lots of people may want. And I will keep mine secret.
So the Shadow Alliance were at the monastery, not the Zentarum.
Exactly. They were pretending to be them. And they killed everyone there apart from this one survivor that you told me about. He died.
So he made it out with the key.
Yes.
There's definitely something more at this monastery than perhaps we realised.
Yes.
The Shadow Alliance wanted my key. They wanted to go. They have some involvement with this, with the ruined temple that we were just at. They were at the monastery.
Well, it was Jabin's brother.
They
Oh, I mean the monastery.
they
yes.
disguised their attack as another faction.
Yes.
Why would you do that unless you didn't want somebody to know you were there?
Exactly. They wanted you to believe there was someone more powerful than them there. To keep away people.
Perhaps there was another one of these tombs, these prisons
At the monastery.
at the monastery.
It's a possibility, yes. But without the
Maybe
key, they
the
will not be able to
Shadow
get in.
Alliance are just systematically finding these prisons, and this could be.
I mean, if they wanted to release Mistra, it could have been very bad. I know this is very bad for it to. That
We just need more information.
yes.
Um,
Well, we will go.
I
towards the
suggest
people
at
we're
some
trying to
point
get.
we have a look at we go to this monastery and try and figure out what's happened there.
Yes, I agree, but we need to get towards the teeth now. I just wanted you to know.
Look, tell the others what you found.
Mhm.
I'll go and talk to the king, and I'll
We will be at the house.
yeah, just let Callisto know. I'll see him later.
I will do.
And she leaves.
We'll go back to the others and
You've noticed this whole time Callisto's been like,
Just
he's the jealous type.
sorry, Callisto.
jealous.
But
So that is alright. This is no problem.
Ledna said that she would see you later, but I also wanted to bring you into the fold, as it were. I make sure I do this when we're back at the house,
Sure.
when no one else is able to see.
Yep.
I bring out the amulet.
Does it look exactly the same as?
Apart from the sigil
But-
in the middle is from the Sunset Mountains.
Very, very similar.
Okay, yeah.
It's got a
But
fist
they're yeah.
and a mountain on
Yeah. So in the centre of the Starburst amulet on
Yeah.
Caladne's, there's almost like a little inscription.
Okay.
That looks kind of similar to like the royal crest.
Yeah.
In this case, it's like a fist with a mountain on there, which is
Okay.
the sigil for the Sunset Mountains Monastery.
I pull mine out.
You have one also.
Well, I don't know anymore. It was Oros who gave it to me, but I'm now thinking maybe it could not be trusted, and this is not real.
I don't know. And this worked at the temple to open up many doors. Well, a couple of doors.
Very well.
I would keep it on you. We may, if it is a fake, we may use it later.
Maybe this could be the unique and shiny thing that we give to this halfling person thing.
I don't think it would work. I think he would know if it was a fake or not, and if he knew that it was a fake, it would probably go down quite badly.
Well, I do not know if it's a fake. It could be the real thing.
It could be.
It's an idea.
Didn't you? Does Caladne still have hers on her?
Well, this is
Yes.
what I had a quick check, and
It looked like she had it on her, yeah.
I think she does have it still. So I think this could be a fake, or maybe it has been sweepy swapped, and she has a fake, and I have the real one. Who knows?
Then maybe we need to find somebody who they can trust to discern which is the real one.
Maybe when you see Caladne later, I'm sure she would know if it was a fake or not.
I would imagine so.
Yes. Also, whoever attacked the monastery, it was not them. It was the Shadow Limes. They killed everyone at the monastery apart from this one survivor. And Caladne said, once we've gone to Waterdeep, maybe we need to check out
They destroyed the monastery? That was where you were wanting to go?
Yes.
Was it not?
It was a halfling I wanted to see.
Yes.
The elder of the monastery.
I'll use those in a minute.
And then it's like,
Very well. Okay. Well, I will get my stuff ready to go for the travel.
Yes.
And anybody want to come to the shop? I just want to get some options and things like that.
Yes, I think I need some as well. A sort of healing potion, and I'd quite like to get this sword identified.
yes, there is a bit of shopping I need to do, but I will go separately.
Okay. So, who's going where?
I'm going to the general store and I'm buying 15 days worth of rations.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Standard PHB cost. No
Yeah.
problem. Raven?
I'm going to see if I can get the sword identified. Or, yeah, the main one there, and to see if the short sword and other long sword, or great sword actually, the great sword and short sword that I have also has anything. To see if I can sell them.
I'll go with Raven, because I need to do the same.
So I need to get some identifiers done.
Yes. I also buy another healing potion.
Yeah, that was my other thought.
Because I seem to use them quite a lot.
I'm down on the old
I mean, he found a greater in there and drank it straight away. Oh, we had a long rest.
Yes, you had a long rest. So, so you head back to the arcane shop.
Mm-hmm.
And what can I do for you?
Is this the royal arcane shop that we can get in with our badges?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll double check.
Please.
Good day. So that's
You
like,
alright? Female.
good day, madam. We're looking. We've recently been on an excursion, and wish to identify some goods that we found, if we may. Quite a few, in fact.
All right.
How much are your services?
It's 100 gold per item. Takes about an hour each one, and considerable material cost as well. But that's all included in the 100 gold.
I see. And would there perhaps be any help for those who, if it was, say, royal business?
Well, if you have a scroll from the king, then by all means we do. If you're here by royal appointment, then of course we would.
And just sort of flash the badge.
There's nothing in this.
Scroll?
Oh no, sorry. It's
Oh.
just we were out on a mission for the king, and
Okay.
it wasn't that we were directly told to come here by the king. It's just
I see.
that we gained these badges, and we're fairly new to the city as well.
I see. Normally we don't serve regular folk, so welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
But yes, it's we offer a range of services here, including identifying magical items. We also can create magical items as well if you provide the relevant materials and monetary costs. We offer a range of goods for the magically inclined, shall we say? Spell components, things of the like, and we do from time to time sell and buy magical items from people. But I'll give you a little heads up just in case you may not be aware. But there was an incident a couple of days ago, and a large amount of magical items are not working anymore. So,
When did that happen?
a couple of days ago.
And it affected the entire, like,
Everything we had in stock.
Why, gosh, that's amazing. But
Isn't it?
scary as hell.
Indeed, a number of the war wizards went completely insane. They started attacking people randomly, and they just completely lost their minds. They had to be killed.
Really? People died.
There's something strange afoot, I tell you. Something very peculiar.
Very, yes.
It's as if the entire weave of magic has just become unravelled. Never seen anything like it.
How much are your healing potions? 100 is a bit out of my price range at the moment for that.
So healing potions.
Yes.
We don't keep a massive amount here, but we've got a few. What we do the basic ones for 50.
Just one basic for myself, Raven. Any for you?
Yes, I was going to take one basic also, and also if I could get this item identified, it's just
Which item are you producing?
the main sword that I found.
Okay. She kind of runs her hand over it. She's like, "Why do you want this identified for? It's just a sword."
Right, then, maybe never mind. I was told it was magical. Maybe I was.
Oh, it might have been before.
Quite possibly. Never mind, I'll stow it and I'll just the healing potion, please.
Okay. She gives you the healing potion.
I'll take one.
50 golds each
I'll
of
get
those.
these.
No, it's alright.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
6.
Just a quick thing. Could you tell me whether they're magical or not without identifying them?
There's generally a kind of an aura to these things, almost, if you will.
I'm
so
not.
yeah.
I'm not magically inclined, but maybe you could check these two and battle axe and the long sword I picked up.
And again, she kind of runs her hand just sort of gently over them. And she's like, "No,
I forgot.
Very well.
they're nice, but not something we'd be interested in."
I got these as well. I'm not sure if they're. This is a magical. I'm not sure. There's some nunchucks. I forgot I had them.
Roll a d20.
Oh,
Not 20.
Nat 20.
These aren't magical.
Oh, yes, these are very nice.
If I could.
These are really nice. There's some very powerful magic coming from these.
Can you identify this, please?
Sure, it'll be 100 gold.
Okay.
and just for your appreciation of the magical items is 5 gold. Thank you.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
You didn't have to do it, and I appreciate just you
Yes,
trying to help
thank
us
you.
out.
That's quite all right. It's all part of what we do here for respected people such as yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be back in an hour. Is that how long it would take?
Well, actually, I haven't got much on at the moment, so I could probably get it done for you.
Magical objects of water breathing.
Get a rush order.
I could probably get it done for you in about half an hour.
That sounds fine.
All right.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Anywhere
What-
else you want to go, or
Once we're done in there, I'll turn to Raven and just like, back to the house. There's just one place I need to go.
Okay. I may just stick around here and just have a little wander.
Okay.
Think.
I'll meet you back at the house then.
Yes.
And I'll head off.
okay?
Make sure he's not following me.
He's not,
Okay, cool.
unless you are.
Okay,
No.
So I check.
And I'll go back to Fox's.
Wow. Okay.
What does it look like?
It's open for business. It's relatively busy. There's a lot more humans here now, though. It's kind of, as you sort of stick your head in and have a quick look, it's kind of almost lost a bit of its charm. Yeah. The thing that kind of made Foxes unique was the fact that there wasn't many humanoids. You know, they were mostly the freaks of society, if you will.
Yeah.
That was kind of nice in its own way.
Mm.
It's kind of lost that a bit.
Okay. Is Fox at the bar? Or is
He
Simon?
is. Fox is there.
Okay.
He has not noticed you at this point.
Okay. Is he like to one end or is he serving people?
He's currently serving 2 very beautiful women,
Okay.
and you can tell.
He's laying it on.
Yeah, you can tell he's he's doing the. He's laying on the charm.
I will walk past them
Yep.
and sit towards a more quiet portion of the bar.
As you kind of walk past, Fox does look up and he's just like, "Excuse me, ladies. Something I just have to take care of." Fox comes over to where you're sat. He's like, "Got some bloody nerve."
I wanted to apologise for what happened.
I'm sure you do. That's not going to change anything, is it?
It won't.
I'm virtually penniless. I've lost 2 of my fingers. And he shows you both of his little fingers have been removed.
And I'm aware.
I received
Of
50 lashes.
Inside
I can't even lie down on my own bed at night without being in agony.
Insight check.
Okay.
22.
He's seething with rage towards you.
But like the 50 lashes.
Yeah.
Can I tell whether that's true or not?
I say he seems pretty.
Worked up by it.
Yeah.
Okay. It was never our intention to cause this much trouble.
No, but you did.
We did.
Now you're not welcome here.
I understand.
Good day then.
I'll just put down a bag of 150 gold on the bar and just walk off and say, "For your troubles, Fox." And I won't even look back.
$16 to hit.
He just threw the back of
Misses.
gold at you.
Yeah, so you open the door, and
Yeah.
literally your bag of gold comes hurtling past your head, narrowly misses you, and heads out the door and into the street. Take your dirty money with you, you whore.
Oh, awkward.
Just let the door shut
Yeah.
and I'll go and pick up the bag.
Okay.
Go back to the house.
Fair. 30 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
You go back into the arcane shop,
Mm-hmm.
and the lady she's identified the items for you,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, I've no idea where you found these, but these are some of the finest work I've probably ever seen.
Really?
Let me show you a few things. And she's like, part of her identification process, she's kind of like cleaned them. There's quite a bit of like tarnish and things on them where some of it's made of brass and bronze and things like that, and she's cleaned up the chain, and it's almost like it's brand new. And she shows you all the intricacies of all the carvings and the workmanship that's been put into this. And you notice on the base of one of the handles it says Oscus. She's like, these are nunchucks of speed.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure who this Oscars fella is, but I'm pretty sure he's certainly got some fine taste in items.
Thank you.
I'm hoping you didn't kill him for them.
No, I killed no one for them.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
that's all right.
You found
Temple.
Unbelievable.
I think they were like in there. Next to a skeleton.
In a hidden room. Whoa!
Wow.
Dungeon cam! Dungeon cam!
Dungeon Cam's dead.
Oh, that's okay.
Quite funny when
We can turn off the dungeon cam.
When I added the nunchucks, I just put them down as nunchucks of speed, so I could just keep them as that.
Is that what you put?
Yeah, I'll just keep it now and change it later. Wow. That's a +1. Do I have to attune to them?
Yes, I think so.
Destroy the dungeon.
Okay.
Fuck,
I will,
fuck.
Destroy the dungeon.
I will start.
Fox is mad at
me.
Yeah, leave that unplugged. Thank you.
I will start.
Just to save the battery.
Temple's down.
If you ever wanted to trade it in or anything.
By the way, do a barrel roll.
You know, we'd pay you handsomely for those.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. I mean, how does 1,000 gold sound to you?
That much.
Oh yeah, told you, they're nice.
Again, I'll keep that in mind. Thank
All
you.
right. Yeah. Can't blame a lass for trying.
Definitely not.
Acme nunchucks.
Yes, I reverently put them away.
Okay.
When I start to attune them, would it still be 24 hours attunement?
I'm not sure if there's any specific rules for
Short
in
rest.
particular. Yeah, just after a short rest.
Which is why I asked
Concentrate
for
on
like
1 hour. Yeah.
on the way.
Gotta know what it is first.
Okay.
So yeah, I go back to the house and go to my room and sit down, holding it. Going, oh, and just
Maybe that halfling might like
have
that.
a little bit of training in the garden with them. Just start
Okay.
feeling
Yeah.
how they use.
Again, you've never really wielded a weapon like this specifically, but it does. They do feel quite natural for you. But yeah. So yeah, Raven's playing with his shiny new toys. There is a knock at the door.
Who is it?
It's me, Caladne. Are you
Come on in, it's open.
okay? And she sort of,
Everyone's back by now, yeah, as well.
yeah, everyone's back. He's playing in the garden with his nunchucks.
I'm upstairs.
He's upstairs sulking, and you're just chilling.
Chilling,
Yeah.
drinking, having a drinking a cup of tea, reading a book.
Caladne comes over and she's like, I've just. This is much worse than we thought it was.
What's the matter? What has the king said?
Well, a lot of magical items have just stopped being magical a couple of days ago.
Even
No.
over here.
A number of the war wizards went crazy and insane and started killing people.
Oh my god.
There's
What's the other thing?
Oh
Oh my god.
there's hundreds of people just in Suzanne alone that have been affected by this in a serious way. All the war wizards that were attacking people, we had no choice, but the soldiers had to kill them.
They killed them?
We didn't have a choice. They were killing people just randomly, just destroying people's houses, and some of them were threatening to kill the king, and they just went completely insane, like they were possessed. It was.
Oh my. This is madness. How can this happen? Well, we must get to this person in Waterdeep as quickly as possible. Then, if he's the only person who can stop this.
Well, I've met with a few people, and they including the person who I'm just looking up in my book.
Yeah. That says Martin, stop hitting people.
Yeah, Martin. Yeah.
Stop hitting
Yeah,
people.
Martin.
I just inhaled a little spit.
Hey, Alva, are you okay?
I'm upstairs in my room.
So, well,
I can still hear that.
Yeah, it's ugly crying.
Toby Maguire.
I've met with a number of our most powerful wizards,
Yes.
and they have said that their best theory is that if indeed we if indeed Mistra has died,
Mm-hmm.
then there has in fact been a collapse of the weave that binds all magic together, and unfortunately, that, as far as we can tell, this effect, this explosion you mentioned, has affected people from far away. We've had people from we've had messages from Silvery Moon, far to the north. We've had messages from various towns, and it's probably reached as far as Waterdeep. It may have affected the whole of Faerun. We're not sure, but it appears at that moment, powerful wizards, those who have a deep knowledge and power of magic, have all been affected in some way. For some time, magic didn't work, as we all experienced. It slowly has started to come back, and in places, even now, there are people who have lost the use of their magic. Hopefully, not forever, but this potentially may have even affected other planes of existence, as they're all tied together through this weave.
Right. This
is nothing short of well, what they're saying. This is a catastrophe of massive proportions.
It's a cataclysm.
And we've caused this.
Well, okay. Well,
I mean, I
then
haven't said to the king. I didn't tell the king that what happened specifically. I didn't say that Raven killed her. I fear that the consequences against him might be dire.
Well, I think then it is best that we go and solve this, and if we can come back and it is.
But
all
it certainly
fixed.
appears that these Shadow Alliance people, they're manipulating this whole situation to some end.
Very well.
And I've told the king that it was them that have caused this.
Okay. Well, like I said, I think we have to get to Waterdeep ASAP. We have to find this person and hope this person can help in some way. We've got to find something that he will be interested in, something unique and priceless.
Some of our chief scholars agreed that also the Shadow Alliance are probably looking for these prisons, these temples, and that we should probably also try and find them.
Yes, if there are more of them about.
Well, from what Riven has said, that it is quite possible there may have been, or there may still be,
More.
one in this monastery in the Sunset Mountains.
Yes.
So I don't really know where to proceed, but I'm going to leave it to you if you want to pursue the temples, or if you want to go to Waterdeep. I will help cover costs for your transport. That is not a problem. I won't be able to go with you though.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my duty is here now more than ever.
No,
With the
of course.
war wizards, probably half of our number have been affected by this. So our defences are weak now more than ever. So I have to stay. I want to come with you. And she kind of reaches forward and sort of touches your hand. So I want to come with you, but I just can't. Don't feel bad of me.
No, of course not. I know your place is here. You have your family here. You must protect them as best you can. Let us go and let us try and find as much information as we can and see if we can stop this or reverse or something, or whatever has happened here. And let me get the others, and I shout like, Feyora, Raven, come in here. Galadne has been speaking with the king, and it has affected a lot of places. They've been receiving letters from towns miles away from here. It has gone potentially across the Isle of Tehran. She was saying that some of the war wizards went crazy and started killing people, and they had to kill them.
Yes,
And those that are not dead, we've had to imprison them indefinitely until whatever's caused this has
Yes, we were told of the stories.
been abated.
Any word from Esther?
Well, actually, I have had letters from Esper and where is your from? I've forgotten.
I never gave you a name in the city.
I thought we came up with one.
I never gave it to you.
Oh yes, you were going to come up with it, but you didn't. And also from your homeland as well.
Is Callisto giving that to Galadne?
No.
Sorry?
Is Callisto giving that to Galadne as well?
No, not necessarily.
Oh. I mean,
But again,
yeah.
you are a Triton, there is a Triton city.
Fair.
So maybe that's not specifically where you're from, but yeah, cool. There has been word from the Triton city. There has been, and I don't really understand quite what this means, but perhaps you will understand more. There has been a surge in elemental activity.
Yes.
And there's been some very bitter fought battles there over the last few days. That's all I have, I'm afraid.
And Esper?
Similar stories.
Are there any facilities in the city to send messages?
Yes.
Yes, I mean there are various methods.
I went to the message place.
There are obviously conventional methods. There are more magical means. We also use pigeons. They fly much quicker than your normal mail.
If magic is not working,
We received these messages this morning, so
via what method?
via pigeon. It takes a couple of days for them to fly. But obviously, our standard mail would take weeks.
Well,
And obviously, with the way things are with magic, lots of people are a bit on edge about using their magic a bit more now.
yes.
How is your magic doing now? Are you? Is it? I know a lot of people have still lost their magical abilities. Are you?
It's fine. It's working.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So what's the plan? Who called us here?
Callista?
Yes, well, there is, Galadne has suggested two potential plans. After consulting with the scholars, they think there may be more of these temples, potentially, with something else trapped in there, and the Shadow Alliance are looking to release it or something like this. So she thought our options would be to follow what we were going to do, go to Waterdeep, try and find this halfling and see if he can help, or we try and find some more temples and stop the Alliance before they can release anything else.
What is the Is the Sunset Mountains on the way to Waterdeep? I don't really know whereabouts it is.
It's not really. You could make a detour there on the way, potentially. It's more west for Sunset Mountains. Whereas to go to Waterdeep, it's definitely much more northwest, really.
So we probably need to. I would say we try. We need to stop this. I think we need to go to Waterdeep.
What we need is information.
And I think this is what we can get from this person at Waterdeep.
Yes.
Yes, we can't be diving into these things without knowing what we're doing.
No.
Yes, I feel this is potentially what got us into this mess in the first place.
Yes.
And we can't be trusting anybody anymore.
Well, okay.
Well, I mean, you can trust me.
I think we can trust everyone in this room right now.
Yes.
And no more, unless they seem quite friendly, and then we can maybe have a chat. But
And remember,
I would suggest on your travels, whichever way you wish to go, you do not reveal what has happened, and you do not reveal what
We've had to play in it.
you have done.
no, we will not.
I have not told the king what has happened specifically.
Thank you.
I have said that it was the Shadow Alliance which have caused this.
Maybe that's a good thing if we can put people up against them.
I mean, strictly speaking, that is at least
Partly true.
mostly true. Okay, you may have physically driven the blade in, but
They sent us.
you were tricked into doing something.
did you tell them to be on the lookout for this Akokra?
Yes. I've one of the city guards recalls seeing him, and we've got a few drawings made up.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I think
Right, okay.
There aren't too many bird people around, so it's going to be relatively easy to spot, I would imagine.
I think we should go to Waterdeep then. What do you think?
Yes, I agree, Tristan.
I agree. Caladney,
Yes.
could you also set the... I take it as royal librarians and such? Sages, people
yes.
of intrigue and investigation.
Yes.
Can you set these to... set these to find as much information as possible about everything we need?
Well, I've tasked the sages at the moment with trying to find through the library. Are any other mentions of these pendants, these temples, and any other sort of mentions of like godly prisons and things like that? And hopefully, it may take some time, but hopefully we'll have
By the time we get that.
some information.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, the trip to Waterdeep, even by horse, would take weeks.
Right. Is there any other faster way to get there that you may know of? That
Not really. I mean,
Then we cannot waste any more time. If you get anything, get a message to Waterdeep, and we will. There must be some place that we can receive messages from. Or?
yeah. I mean, we will. We don't really have any presence there or an embassy or anything. It's quite far away for us. We don't tend to really need to get up that way. Most of our trading links are much closer.
of course.
But yeah, just be careful.
Not saying this out loud, but is there a presence of my people there?
No, not that you know of.
Then maybe we should. What time is it now?
It is quite late now.
Maybe we should rest tonight and go first thing in the morning.
Fair enough.
I think that is a good plan.
Okay. I I'm not feeling very safe at the moment. Can I stay here with you guys?
Of course, I understand completely. Yes, you can.
It's just
you can
been-
stay with us.
It's been a lot to take in. I'm just
You can take my bed unless.
It's okay. We can sort something out. I'm sure.
Okay.
Yes, there's plenty of space here for everyone.
Yes.
I think we all should get a good night's sleep and be ready for the morning.
Yes. Well, good night. Good night.
good night.
Good night, you two.
Judge back upstairs.
Fair enough. Once they've sort of disappeared, Kalani sort of starts sort of taking her armour off and sort
Yeah.
of getting comfortable, so to speak.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks sort of up the stairs just to make sure no one's
Yeah.
listening or anything. And she comes and sort of sits next to you and kind of rests her head on your shoulder.
Yeah.
She's like, Callisto, I have something I just need to get off my chest.
What is it?
You have to promise not to tell anybody.
I promise.
Well, my brother, the
Yes.
king,
Yes.
he was killed during the attacks by the war wizards, and now it's just me and my sister. So
Your brother was killed.
I guess she is the queen now, but nobody
that's
knows. So you can't tell
I will
anybody.
not tell anyone. Of course not. That is a secret that can never get out. Please not until you've had time to sort things out. I promise you, I will not tell anyone. Not even
And
to upstairs.
promise you'll come back in one piece.
I promise.
Wait, I have something. She slips off one of her rings,
Yeah.
and gives it to you. So just wear this all the time.
Okay. I put it on.
And yeah, it's kind of like a signet ring with a
Yeah.
large gem in the middle. And as you slip it on, the gem just shimmers for just a second.
It's fucking fracking worse than
Just like it's one of the items which has survived this incident, but it will help keep you safe. I just want to make sure you're okay, keep you safe.
So, of course, I will be safe.
Okay.
I promise. I will come back. It's okay. There's no need to panic. I'm sorry for everything that has happened. I feel like I brought nothing but bad news and chaos into your life.
It's not your fault. I don't know what these Shadow Alliance people are doing. What they want. Their goal is.
I do not.
But they have brought nothing but pain and destruction to this land, and I will not rest until they are vanquished.
I do not blame you. I'm completely with you. They have brought me nothing but misery, my friend's death, my.
We did the investigation was finished today,
Yes.
and we found several members of the City Guard, which were secretly members of the Shadow Alliance, and they have all been executed.
This alliance is getting everywhere.
Well, we need to be in a situation where we can trust those that are around us.
Of course, of
And
course.
corruption of this type will not be tolerated. And hopefully that sends a clear message
Of course.
that this these type of guilds are not welcome here.
No, I think it is right that you are staying here to show strength and to lead this place, because your sister will need you now.
Well, do you remember the captain, Gren?
Yes,
He was interrogated,
yes.
and he didn't let up a lot of information, but he did mention that the leader of the Shadow Alliance, he never made it to Sazale.
Very well, yes.
He somebody warned him. Someone tipped him off,
Right, okay.
so he never made it here. But one of the cities to the west, one of the towns to the west, sorry, Help.
Yeah.
He unleashed his pet there, and it caused significant damage. Well, we're not even sure, but descriptions are of some large, horrific, demonic creature with sharp teeth and giant horns that just tore through buildings as if they were paper.
This is horrific.
This is what we're up against.
I see. The problem is, I think, I do not know what we are up against. It's a Shadow Alliance, and there's this strange goddess in this temple. I want to find someone with answers, and I get the feeling from this crazy old druid person that this person he told us to go find might have some answers. If we knew what we were fighting, if we knew what we were trying to beat,
Well,
that might help.
I looked up. So I recognised Arlen from various history books and
Yes.
and tales from long ago.
Yes, you did
And
something.
he did travel with a very powerful halfling who was said to be able to bring people back from the dead with but a thought. And I think
What?
it could possibly be him that who lives in Waterdeep. His name was.
You can just bring someone back from the dead just by thinking?
It's just what it says in the books. I don't know if that's literal or not, or you know what things are like in stories.
But
Sometimes they
surely-
get exaggerated. He probably just healed someone or something.
So is it probably, I was going to say, surely this person would be a god of some kind if he could do that?
Well, the tales say that the power that he wielded was unlike no other. And
Did this person have a name? You seem to
his
recognize-
name was I think it was Oscus.
Oscar. Very well.
Uh,
That does not ring a bell with
It
me,
is. It is said that him and the and a few others of these people, these heroes, if you will, they are the ones that bestowed the powers upon the gods themselves.
but these people created the gods? That old man in the forest created the gods and goddesses?
Him and Oscus and a few others. There's mentions of a rock. I think maybe like it said it's quite large, maybe like a boulder or something.
Could be a mountain of some kind.
Maybe. I don't know exactly what it meant. The stories were a bit vague. And tales of dragons and all kinds of things that some truly fascinating stories. I'm sure all of it's just exaggerated. I mean, you saw Arlen. I mean,
Yes, I was going to say, I
Right?
do not think he was that powerful, but
it was impressive to meet him, but at the same time, I was a bit underwhelmed.
but if you had not said he was this powerful thing, I would have just thought he was a crazy old man in the forest.
Well, I mean that I mean no disrespect, but that is exactly how it appeared to me. He didn't seem like this
Powerful entity.
exactly, not like you see in the book. So I wouldn't take much stock in this or anything like this, but I just thought I would tell you what I've read. And
No, that is,
it's
It is much appreciated, and I think it is getting quite late.
yes.
Obviously, you've been days and nights, and
Yes. I was hoping to maybe stay with you.
that was exactly what I was thinking.
Excellent.
Seems like you read my mind, and so I'll lead her upstairs.
And everyone can get a long rest. Except you. You get a short rest. for
Can
obvious
I-
reasons.
What?
Can I do some things before bed?
Yes.
No thanks.
So,
Not those things.
can I look around my room and try and find a hiding place, like a loose floorboard or something like that?
Okay. I mean, your room is pretty barren. There is but a bed in there and a small box to keep things in. There is not really much else in there at this point.
Floorboards, little cubby holes in the walls.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably like jimmy open one of the floorboards.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too much problem.
Cool. I'll pick one in like one of the corners.
Sure.
And inside I'd like to put the bag of 150 gold
Okay.
and just write a little note on it that says for Fox.
Okay.
And I'll put that in there, and I'll spend a little bit of time praying to Tamor.
Timora.
So I'll just thank her for her guidance and apologise that I couldn't get everyone else to follow her wisdom, and hope that she grants some luck to Fox in his days. And that I give the 150 to her to give to him
Okay.
in whatever way she can.
Make a religion check.
14.
Okay.
Not expecting anything back.
That's fine.
I'll go to sleep.
So yeah, long rest for everybody.
Quarter to 11.
Okay, so next day, Calabne sort of is asking. So you're heading towards Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's just kind of interested if there's anything that she can provide for your trip. She says that she's providing you with a horse with a carriage.
Can you provide a map?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe rations and any potions she can spare. Oh, got one.
Okay. Everybody roll a D4 minus 1.
1.
So 0 or 2 minus 1.
2 minus 1.
So I rolled a 4, so it'd be 3.
So 1,
Yeah.
3,
And I rolled a 3 minus 1, so 2.
2, so 6. Okay. So she has provided a horse with it's a fairly basic sort of carriage. It does have a roof, and it will comfortably fit 4 people inside. She has provided a driver
Ooh.
who will drive you wherever you want to go with in the carriage. Tied to the back. There are 15 weeks of rations.
How many do we need to get to
How? Yeah.
Waterdeep?
I am just
She
going to
said
work
it
that
was
out.
weeks and weeks.
I'm pretty sure 15 will get us to at least the next town.
Least.
The next town. Why would she only go that far?
15 weeks. I don't know how much of a good romping did you get there.
They did quite a lot. She
Wow.
gave us a driver.
So just got to work out roughly. So it'll be 5. It's about 1,000 miles.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So let me just have a look at travelling.
Where's this frozen?
So you can travel.
Are we still alive?
We are apparently. So let's just have a quick calculation. So let's say we're travelling 50 miles in a day. So that's going to
50?
take.
In a carriage? Should it? There's a speed thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So let's say 50 miles in a day.
Wow, okay. So weeks, so you're looking at
So
around
1,000 miles divided by 50.
400.
That is going to take
a week, 350.
20 days? That doesn't seem right.
Sounds about right.
No, 200 days.
200 days.
Yeah.
It's going to take us 200 days to get to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Christ.
No, absolutely not. 200 days to get to Waterdeep.
How long
It's
is it?
1,000 miles.
Very well.
That's as the crow flies. So,
So this would take
200 days.
a long time.
that's 28 and a half weeks. That's why
not
she's
going
given
to
you
work.
15 weeks of rations.
That's not going to work.
What's not going to work?
So what's the matter?
You telling us it's going to take the better part of a year to get to Waterdeep?
It's half the continent away, of course.
And there's no way by ship.
Well, no.
Oh no, Cornelius.
Yeah, it's a lake, effectively. And it's even if I don't think there is a passage out that way, but then you're on the wrong
like-
side of the continent. You
Yeah.
have to come
You have to go
all the
all the way
way
around,
around.
don't
It'd probably take you longer. That's why they don't have much trade or anything going that way, because they don't really need to. There's plenty of stuff.
I mean,
Well, we best be certain we're leaving here forever then. Again?
Not forever.
not forever. It's just we are. This is what we have to do.
Yes.
Let's go then.
You do not seem happy about this.
Kaladne,
Yes.
could you send a message back to take her away? As
Okay.
I'm doing this. Could you perhaps do me a favour and send a message back to Airspur for me?
Okay. Yeah. Well, what do you need? What do you need me to say?
Can I say I read it last night?
Sure.
Just this one, please.
Okay. And she starts to sort of go to
It's addressed to my father.
oh, okay. May I?
Uh,
Or have you sealed it?
would I have a seal on me?
Don't know. Do you have a seal on you? I think there's an item for that. So.
No, I don't have.
Okay, then it's probably not.
It's addressed to my father, Memorial.
Okay. I'll see if I can get it to Airspor. It's the.
If you wouldn't mind sending it by way of the Royal House, maybe, so that he gets there safely.
I can will obviously send it via pigeons.
Yes.
Should be there in a few days.
Yes, if you could please.
Okay.
Feel free to read it.
It's fine.
And turn back to everyone and say, any last business before we go?
And she actually seals your letter herself. So it now has a Cormyrian royal seal.
No, I am fine. I do not need to contact anyone. Everyone I know about is.
We don't know, that's what I asked.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, I do not need to do anything. There is no one else that I need to say goodbye to or anything like that. So.
We don't have time now. Maybe when we get to a town, I'll send a message. Let us go.
I think we should go.
Okay. So she goes through all like the supplies and stuff you have,
Yeah.
and there's you've got your 15 weeks of rations. There's a small tent for each of you.
Yeah.
With bedroll. I don't know if someone wants to note this down, Sam. I think you're already doing it, aren't you? Or are you not?
I've not written anything for this
Oh, wow.
session because I've just been too enthralled in it. Cart has
15 weeks of rations,
15 weeks.
3 tents.
3 tents,
Three
bedrolls.
I've got bedrolls.
Is it like a little caravan with like a cover over it, or is it just a cart that was?
No, it's a carriage,
Okay, perfect.
like not an ornate one or anything,
Yeah,
but
just a-
it's got a little door and
Cool.
everything, and obviously the driver's sat sort of on top of it.
That's
And then there's like a little sort of area at the back where it kind of comes around. And that's where like all the
Okay,
cargo
yeah.
is kept, if you will.
15 weeks of rations, 3 tents, 3 bedrolls.
Yeah, there's 2 barrels of water.
Okay.
A few changes of clothes.
Mhm.
The basics, basically, to kind
Yeah.
of get you by for a bit. And Sam, roll a d10 for me.
Fucking 10. Get in.
Oh, I never know if this is good or bad.
She sort of has a sack clearly
Yeah.
of coins.
Yeah.
She's like, just to make sure you've got everything you need. And she's like, there's 1,000 gold in there. So
Well done, Monica. Thank you. That is very generous of you.
Very. Thank you.
just make sure you all come back safely.
Of course, we will. I will look after them.
I'll make sure your house is looked after and everything.
Make sure your family is safe and everything is safe here.
Yes.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Hopefully the city will be able to get through this.
Well, as long as like there's no increase in orc attacks or anything like that,
Definitely.
they're so hopefully things will be okay. We've only just really got over the last orc wars, but sometimes when things like this happen, people are opportunistic. If word leaks out that we're down in number, then
Well, we will be as
but we're doing everything we can to make a show of force
We
to
will
show that
be
we've
as
got
quick
this
as
under
we can.
control.
As a side thought, I was just thinking last night is that the expansion of the dead zone
Dead zone, I like that.
may encroach upon Weymouth and the majority of the King's Forest. It may be worth
May also eventually reach Deadlock as well. It's probably not much further away from Weymouth.
might be worth calling them to the city, or at least sending extra aid.
We've sent some scouts to monitor the dead zone, and hopefully before it even gets close to the towns, we'll have plans in place. So
Let's hope Arlen can hold up, right? Crazy old coot.
if the legends are true, then hopefully he can hold out for a while.
Yes.
I heard he once killed a dragon himself.
You've read the stories as well.
I had some time last night while you two were fornicating. Don't know why.
I
Fiora's
don't
turned
know
into
what
an
you
old
were
woman.
talking about. And she goes bright red.
He's obviously
Very
lying.
loud last night. Was that thunder?
He's obviously lying. This old man was never capable of killing a dragon by himself, so he is lying.
But he wasn't
He's
old
lying.
Back then.
before.
Well, fair enough.
Dan has sent me a message, by the way.
Is it now?
But yes,
I think
we
we
shall.
should all of us.
Yeah.
Rose jumps out and stabs us.
No. Declined.
Tell him.
Declined.
Very well, I think we have put this off long enough. We must be on our way.
Yes.
Sweet water and light laughter until next week.
Yes. Just be careful
And you, be safe.
and try not to destroy anything else.
Certainly try.
And she firmly looks at you at this point.
So does Faye.
Even Glitch goes. Right.
It wasn't my fault. It was totally your fault.
And I sort of lean in and just give Cloudney a little kiss on the cheek, just like.
And she kind of turns in and just full on just snogs your face off.
I'll be in the carriage.
This is a fun moment.
And she's like, just come back.
Very well.
In a year's time.
Married and with kids. Hey, I never said I was faithful. Zero!
So you all jump into the carriage
Yeah.
and head off to the great unknown.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Uh,
Okay, we're gonna go.
I need to do your whip.
I think we'll probably
Whip, 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 way.
and we'll call it at that point. I think seems a good point to stop. Thank you everybody for tuning in, or if you're catching up, nice to
Catch up.
nice to catch up. And we'll catch you again next week at 8 PM on Twitch, or you can catch us up on YouTube. I'm just going to do a quick XP and an MVP, and then we'll sign off. So let me just pop up.
We also had Jess just join us. Just at the end.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay, let's go.
So
There you go.
Nice.
MVP votes.
Martin, because he brought back the destruction of the entire world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Biggest story change ever.
Okay, so
Dick
12,
move.
way to go forward.
Dick move.
Dick move banner.
1200 XP,
I've got
and then an extra 10% for the MVP.
You're
World
playing,
Slayer.
you're playing with David.
Yes,
Nothing
indeed.
is ever what you
So
think
how
it
many
is.
XP?
World Slayer.
World Slayer.
How many XP?
1200. Well, for you, it'd be 1320. So thank you very much for joining us, and
Thank you.
we will catch you. I will see you next week, and hopefully David, Sam, and World Slayer will be here as well. Live long and prosper.
He's lying.
Are you level 5? No.
No, he's lying.
No, it's conceived by me.
He's being tricksy, he is.
He is.
Nice. Stupid.
We ended like 2 minutes ago.
Igorasa. Yeah, the second hand, mate.
It's still going to be useful.
So for edifications, you can add it to your inventory. You do have a ring of protection from Kaladne.
Sweet.
I might get there next time, to be fair, level 5.
There's a chance I could get there next time. Murray must be pretty close.
Yeah, I'm 690 off.
Yeah,
How many? 690.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely get it next time.
I am.
Yeah, so, oh no.
I'm
Yeah,
1,500.
690.
I'm 1,500 off. Just
I'm 1,500. Yeah. So.
Oh,
Okay, so probably not too far off then.
Shit.
can't believe that.
World
You
Slayer.
dick face.
You did.
Absolute.